Welcome to the Supreme Court of the United States. I am your humble host and servant, the Badwolf. Today we'll be discussing court cases. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Then let us go in. Alright guys, what's up? So, a couple of you guys asked me, where can we find more information on the Supreme Court? Glad you asked. So, going to supremecourt.gov is where you need to motherfucking be. Okay? So check it out. A lot of people are looking for especially the information in the Supreme Court where they're talking about citizens and being sovereign. Okay, now remember a lot of this information they've hid, and you have to know what to look for. So I'm going to try to help you out here. Now, what's interesting is that what we would call cases, okay, so-and-so versus so-and-so, okay? You go to the site here and it's going to say case documents, a docket search. So you can search by a specific docket number if you have it. These are orders of the circuit, blah, blah. So you're like, where are your cases? Okay. So those are actually called opinions. Okay, opinions of the court. So it's kind of how they hide it a little bit. Okay, so you're looking for, even though your brain's saying, yeah, I'm looking for the cases so-and-so versus so-and-so. I want to see them all. Okay, well, those are called opinions of the court. And typically, these are the discussions that are public. They're, okay, so before I get to that point here, hold on. What's that? Okay, so the opinions are held inside of their case books called United States Reports. Okay, then it says C28 USC Code 411. Okay, so when you click on that, it's going to bring you up to their books online. But what's interesting, my friends, is that when you go through them, all of them, each one of these is a book with all of their numerous Supreme Court rulings, but they all online only go back to the year 1991. This is right on their website. This is the Supreme Court's website. And online, that's all they're showing. Volume 502, 1991, term 4071K. Okay, so let's see here. Now that we're talking about the U.S. reports, okay, also known as law reports or reporters, or what the books are called, which have the cases, what we call the cases in them, okay? So here it says, law reports or reporters are a series of books that contain judicial opinions from a selection of case law decided by courts. When a particular judicial opinion is referenced, the law report series in which the opinion is printed will determine the case citation format. Okay? So in order to find those, if you're trying to find something a little older, which has the old school case laws, because remember, a lot of them have been scrubbed, okay, or they're dismantled. You'll find pieces of them here on Google or on the internet, but you're trying to find them all is really, really hard, okay? So here I'm on the bookstore.gpo.gov. That'll bring you here. This particular section is /catalog/United-States-report or reports, excuse me, and that'll bring you here. And here's where you can find a lot more of the books and information. So what else is on this particular GPO? Now the GPO, if you're not familiar with that, oh hi, getting a little closer, don't be shy. They are the all-stop when it comes to a lot of this kind of knowledge, okay? But you have to go and get these books. You're going to have to buy from them, usually. What's in here? Well, you've got Code of Federal Regulations, Civil Rights and Equality Laws and Acts and Information, Business Law, International Law, Proposals, Executive Orders, Ethics and Codes, U.S. Tax Court, court cases and documents. Okay, I'll check that one in just a second. Military law, state laws, Freedom of Information Act, public laws, public affairs, transportation, United States Code, congressional reports, Supreme Court cases, debates, congressional hearings, congressional bills, microfiche, and Code of Federal Regulations. This is your stop right here, guys. The GPO, okay, .gov is going to be the hot spot on all this kind of information. So, this is where you can buy those whole books. This is where you can gain access to them. And but don't get me wrong. If you know, and here's how they're doing it. So like in some of my paperwork, some other people's paperwork, we might say like Cromwell versus whatever, okay? Now some of those are older than 1991, obviously, okay? And if you know that particular, the information about it, you can Google it. But here's the thing, how do you Google something if you don't know what to look for? That's why a wise man once said, if you're still just pulling information offline or online and Googling it, you're not even getting the real deal, because all the real information is in the books that ain't online. Okay, I'm talking about when you go to the main libraries, the Congressional Library, the Library of Congress. All these places have the books that you can have the real old school laws that are still on the books. Okay. But most of these newer judges and whatever, unless they're going to look for that stuff, ain't taking the time to see that. They're just like, what is so-and-so versus so-and-so? Or they know it's Supreme Court, but they don't study it. Okay? Because they're not, I mean, some of them do, not all of them do. Okay? The older generation, they do. Younger ones, they're just like, nah, you're in my kingdom, so do as I say. So, let's see here. Well, I'm not going to go through all of them now because that's just way too much information. Just way too much. I mean, you could spend the rest of your life studying all the cases in here. Why do I bring this up? I bring this up because, like, when people are asking, well, where's the part where it says the American who is a sovereign can do whatever, okay? There's tons of those cases, and they're in these books. But not all of them are the old ones. Some of them, I think, one of the more recent breakdowns was in 2000, talking about citizenship. But the original old school ones where you guys are talking about where the sovereign American type information, those are going to be way back from the beginning. Okay, so you're going to have to buy the books. You might even have to just stop down at some of those old school libraries and reference some of that shit. Or else dig really hard and find them. Okay, because knowledge is power. So, let's see here. Okay, this is just talking about the who to contact by email to set up a order if you want to buy these. I have no idea what they cost. I'll just click on one random just for the heck of it and see if it comes up. Whoa, Lord have mercy. Okay, so they ain't playing. If you guys really want to know what's in some of these books, that knowledge is power stuff, you guys gave me the stank eye when I was talking to you about the prices of the UCC and the Black Laws and the I can't think of the law book, but anyway, I just sampled this one, $150 for just the one book, which covers an index of volume 43 of S through Z. Okay, so think about it. Things like this with the fat price tags is because they don't want you knowing all the stuff that's in these books. Because remember, nobody knows all of it. There's not one person on this planet, unless it's like what's the guy's name? Phoenix. Anyway, whatever the guy's name is, super brilliant guy, alleged to not be from this planet. Just because he has a super big brain and whatever. He might know a lot of this stuff because some people can access a large chunk of their brain or entire brains, okay? Just because you don't hear about these people doesn't mean that they don't exist or that they ain't out there. They're just quiet, okay? Because that's where true power comes in at. So, that being said, yeah, so these books, they ain't playing, guys. So, that's about it. You guys take care. Talk to you later.